Every day, readers push themselves to read more and more. We don't just come to Reader's Workshop and open up one book and say we're done, do we? No, you've had a box full of books, and I have already not even had to talk to you about going back and getting another book, right? Readers read more and more. Say that with me. Readers read more and more, because what are we trying to make strong? Our reading muscles, right? So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on making our reading muscles stronger. All right, so I want to put that up on our chart. We're keeping up with those good habits that we don't need reminders about anymore. So we're going to add that to our chart this morning. That readers read more and more. And you've already said that with me. Say it one more time. Read more and more. So we're going to practice that today. That's why you brought books with you to the carpet. So I'm going to show you this morning. I want you to think, will I become a stronger reader if I just read one eensy-teensy, teeny tiny little book? Do you think that this one little book is going to make me a better reader?
No.
Do you?
No.
No way. I want you to look at all my books that I brought with me to the carpet today. I brought a bunch of books with me to the carpet today. Did you bring some books with you? How many books did you bring with you today, Macy? Macy, how many did you bring today? She brought 3 books with her today. Now, when you, I'm going to push myself to read a ton today. So I'm going to need to make a plan, because I can't read all these books at one time, can I?
No.
So Tavion, can I read all these books at one time? So I need to come up with a plan of how I'm going to read all my books today. Okay? So readers have to make a plan, and I have to decide which book am I going to read first, and which book am I going to read after that, and which book am I going to read next, because readers read the whole time. So today we're going to work on making a plan. How do you plan your reading time? How do you decide which book to read first? Think about it. When you have a pile of books, or when you go to your book box, you've been going to your book box all week this week, haven't you? How have you decided which book to read first? Now you have a partner. I'm giving everybody in here a partner. I want you to put a thumb on your ear if you know exactly who your partner is. Okay? When I say go, I want you to turn to your partner, but don't say anything. Ready? Go. Turn to your partner. Good job. I like the way you remember your partner. Turn to your partner. All right, these are your reading partners. Good job. Okay, now I want you to talk to your partner for just a minute, and I want you to talk about how you plan to read books. I want you to share some things with me so that I can decide how I'm going to plan to read my books. When you go to a big tub of books, how do you plan which book to read first? And how do you plan to read the book after that? I want you to talk to your partner for just a minute and decide how you're going to read your books today. How do you decide which book to read first? Go.
How
do you decide which one do you pick first? Wow. So it's a book you're interested in. You want to get your interest going when you're reading it? Okay. Right. How do you decide which book to read first, Alan? Where are your books? I want to see the rest of your books. How do you decide which books to read out of that pile? How did you decide to read that one first? Okay. All right, good job. Let's turn back around, tuck those books back underneath you real quick. Make sure they're flat. I heard a lot of really good things while I was coming around and listening to you. I heard some people saying that they pick their favorite book first, the one that they're interested in, because they want to get their brains all excited about reading. Thumbs up if you pick your favorite book first. That's what a lot of readers do, because they want to get interested in books. I heard another person say that they like to pick the easiest book first so that they can get warmed up. You know, when you go to play sports, you have to get warmed up, right? I know Batch and Ansley play soccer, and before they run out on the field, they have to stretch their legs and stretch their arms and get all warmed up before they go out and play. So sometimes readers will pick the easiest book to get all warmed up and ready to read. And I heard some people say that they like to pick the hardest book first because they like to challenge themselves when they're reading. There's all different kinds of ways to decide which book you're going to read first, but you need to have a plan. Evan, you need to have a plan when you read. And not only a plan for your first book, but the book after that, and the next book, and the book after that, and the book after that. And hopefully you're going to be reading lots and lots of books during Reader's Workshop, okay? So for me, I'm going to go through my pile of books, and I'm going to decide which one I would like to read. I'm the type of person that I like to pick the easiest book first because I like to get my reading brain warmed up. And I like to work on words that I already know. So Kalia, I'm going to start with the easiest book first. And then after that, I think I'll read this book because I know Miss Wishy-Washy. And this book is called Miss Wishy-Washy's Birthday. So I know a lot about Miss Wishy-Washy. So I think I'll read this one after that. And then after this, I think I'll read this book because this book is getting a little bit harder. When I was looking through my books and taking those sneak peeks, I realized that this book is going to challenge me a little bit. So I'm going to read that one after that. Do you see how I'm making plans for my reading? By making a little stack and not just one book. So instead of just getting one book out of my tub, I got a stack of books, didn't I? And you did that this morning too. You're already starting a good habit by making a stack of books. So I want you to get your books out from under you again. And very quickly and quietly to yourself, I want you, now I've got my books stacked in I've got my plan. My books are stacked like I'm going to read them today. So I'm going to give you just a minute, and Jemiah, I want you to make a plan. The book you're going to read first, I want you to put that one on top. And then the book you're going to read next, and then the book you're going to read after that, and then the last book that you're going to read. And when your pile is ready, I want you to sit it right in front of you with your first book on top. Ready? Go. Make a plan for your reading. So what are you going to read that one first, or are you going to read that one last? Yeah, and I like how Trey Quell's over here kind of talking to himself. He's really thinking about his plan, and good readers do that. He's not just putting a book on top. So I'm looking to see which friends. I know Alana's ready because I see her stack, and she's going to read Don't You Laugh at Me first. And I see Karaya and Evan and Levante are ready. I'll know you're ready when your stack is in front of you on the floor with your first book on the top. Jacob, I'll know you're ready when it's on the floor. Jemiah and Macy Kate, I'll know you're ready when it's on the floor. Okay? Trickbell, I'm going to know you're ready when you're going to read this one first. We're going to put our stack on the floor. Okay? So let's make a plan. How many books do you think you're going to read today? Are you just going to read one?
No.
No. Are you going to read two?
No.
Are you going to read three?
Yes.
How about even more than three?
Yes.
Are you going to challenge yourself today for your reading muscles?
Yes.
Yes. So if you finish these 3 books, could you read them again?
Yes.
Yes. Could you put them back and get another one?
Yes.
Did you get a new little stack of books?
Yes.
Yes. While you're reading your stack of books, don't forget the good habits that readers have. Let's look back at our chart before we get started this morning. When you pick up that book that you've planned to read first, are you just going to open that book and start reading?
No.
What are you going to do first, Brandon? Take a what? Sneak? Yep, you're going to take a sneak peek. You're going to look at the cover, and you're going to turn through the pages, and you're going to get some ideas. You're going to say, I see, and you're going to say, I think. And then you're going to check your sneak peek by doing what? Reading. And we are definitely not going to close our book at the end, are we? We are going to do Something. Go back and read the book. Find your favorite part and read it. Retell the book first, next, then, last. And of course, today you're going to push yourself to read more and more. All right, I'm going to say when I count to 3, I want to see your hands on your knees. Ready? 1. Your stack is in front of you. Ready? 2, 3. Now, instead of going back to our seats, I'm going to let you get started right here, right now, today, because we don't want to waste any time. You're going to start right here on the carpet because you already have your plan ready, don't you? Kanai, do you have your plan ready?
Yes.
So you're ready to start. So you're going to go ahead and start your independent reading today, pushing yourself to do more and more. You're going to start right here on the carpet. When I tap you, you're going to take your stack and go straight to your reading spot. And then your partner's going to sit how? Back to back. Okay? So let's get started. Start with that sneak peek of your first book that you planned. Don't forget to take your sneak peek. I saw some friends that just started reading right away. And I hope you're thinking of making your ideas about that book. Good job. I look like you're taking your sneak peek. Now you're going to go back and check it to read, okay? Got a seat in your reading spot. Got a seat in your reading spot. Back to back. Do something when you get to the end of your book. Taking your sneak peek, I want you to read and find out what happens, okay?